Welcome to all of my beautiful, glorious, powerful, spiritual initiates. You are with the reality alchemist. So let's see what is trying to be channeled today. What's trying to show up today? The message. Okay, we have two cards to come out. At the bottom, we have staying focused. Okay, this is the underlying energy, which means you may not be paying too much. It can mean a lot of things, but in today's message, it means that you may not be realizing how important this is. You may not be making this as much of a priority, but this is the message that I want you to look at as a major theme to the focal message that I'm giving you today. Okay, we have infinite abundance, and vast vistas. Okay, now I'm looking at this as a Three of Wands, but I'm also feeling the energy of there's something in your life that has happened, or there's something in your life that is happening that is causing you a massive expansion. All right, so let's say you've been going through some tough times or some difficulties. Welcome those things. Be conscious in the rumbling of the dark night of the soul, because it is that thing that is trying to bless your life, is taking you up. And if you bemoan it, if you lament it, if you complain about it, if you don't realize that it's an actual blessing, you're not going to be able to go through it consciously. You're not going to be able to, see the forest for the trees, so to speak. So there is something that is growing, that's taking you to another level, that is widening the current experience that you've already had, and it's going to bring you infinite abundance. It is right over the horizon. It's moving towards you because you are moving towards it. Okay, it's moving towards you because you're moving towards it. Now, for those of you who are part of my collective, I'm going to say this, and this may not resonate with everyone. So if it's yours, take it and run with it. If it's not, just wait for the next message. But you could be in the middle of a particular initiation right now, raging the holy uprising in your life that you hear me talk about, which means your blessings may be feeling blocked, although they are not. It's a shifting of the mindset. You could be feeling some level of fear or scarcity, or you could even be dealing with some illusions that have no basis in reality. Or you could be in a space where you're climbing out of a difficult situation where you feel like you were engaging spiritual combat for some time, and you could be in a restful place, having your peace of mind, having that faith and trust, but you could be in between worlds, okay? Or you could have climbed over to the other side already. This message is still for you. There is something that has a never-ending supply of blessings in your life, or that's going to expand you or up-level you or take you to the upper echelon. And it's infinite abundance, which means it's going to be coming to you in all sorts of ways. Relationships, spiritual ease, physical healing, emotional healing. It's going to be tantalizing. It's going to feel good. If you're not in that energy, this is where it's headed. As soon as you get over this, for all intents and purposes, but I am lacking a better word, this what feels like an obstacle. It's an illusion. Okay. All right. This infinite abundance feels massive for some of you. It's going to be a whole different reality for you. And I want you to see what you're currently doing as alchemizing your reality. That's why I don't want you to fight it. I don't want you to resist it. Okay. For some of you may be in a resting place. It's time to come out of that resting place. The one thing that has to be on your mind all the time, which is why we have this, because you need to zoom in on this. You need to see how critical this is. You need to bring this to the forefront of your mind. And that is this staying focused. There's something that you have to focus on that is in the distance, that has to do with your dreams, your desires, and the things you want to manifest, which are deeply connected to your spiritual mission here on the planet. When you're in my collective, you're here to rage holy, warfare. You're here to work in whatever capacity that you find yourself in to raise the light, to bring in the light, to usher in new light codes in whatever environment you're in, which makes you someone who is an awakener. It makes you someone who is a healer. It makes you someone who is an emissary of light. It makes you someone who is a galactic warrior. It makes you someone who is a starseed, or someone who's come here to hold, usher in, and to reverberate and spread light and healing on the planet. Stay focused on two things: your mission and where you're being called to. Even if you're not sure what it is, know that you're being called towards something. As you are seeking something, something is seeking you. If you're seeking more understanding about what it is you're supposed to be doing, that is also seeking you, so that you can meet in one place and align, and you can get that effervescence and that illumination that you're looking for. But this is serious here, and I'm feeling this is very serious. Stay focused. Stay focused. Why? And I'm feeling the need to pull from this deck. Stay focused because something big is coming towards you. It can frighten some of you. It can cause hesitation in some of you. It can cause and create a lot of ambition, excitement, and just an awareness or a feeling that something is coming. And that is because something is. So stay patient. Okay, know that the dream fulfillment is right on the other side. That frontier, some of you are feeling it if you can't see it, but stay focused, which means move ahead every day. Watch your thoughts. Watch what you're paying attention to. Understand that this world that's going to allow you to bring this in is going to require a lot of focus. It's going to require that you be in spiritual combat, within and without. Do you understand what I'm saying? Someone is working to take your fame and status away from you. Someone is doing spell work to remove your motivation and make you drained. Someone is flaming hot mad at you and perhaps doing some type of magic. This is what I want you to understand. I want you to expand astral attacks. For some of you, this could be sexual. What I want you to understand is when we're talking about astral energy, attacks, and magic, I want you to see it from an expanded place. I want you to understand that this can be, hold on one second. My apologies. That was an important call. I want you to see magic in an expanded way, in whatever way it makes sense to you, because depending upon where you are in your spiritual initiate, you're being initiated to learn certain things. And your psyche, your mental aspect may not be prepared for that. You may not want to look at certain dualities, and it may not be of the essence for you to do that anyway at this time. This message is not for everyone. But what I want you to understand is magic can be in the form of thought forms and people's projections. Magic can be in the form of the intentions that people have for you, or the things that they would like to see you lose, or the ways in which they want to interfere with what your mission is. You have an expanded mission, vast vistas that is going to, for some of you, align you and put you in spaces where your influence will be beyond just your family or beyond your extended family. It may be more than that, which means a lot more is at stake. If you are not focused and you're not able to see these energies, or you're not able to at least identify and accept that there are forces, lower vibrational energies, thought forms. You know how we always say we are not our thoughts? And I spoke a long time ago about some people are sitting, I can't remember what it was, but it had something to do with being in a chat room and you attracting the chats of people that are aligned with the things that you're talking about, or the things that you are thinking about that even may not be yours. There's constantly energy, Nine of Swords, coming at you from all directions, aligning with your thoughts. Some of those things may not be aligning with what you are thinking in terms of fear-based reality, or in terms of a lack mindset, or whatever illusions you may be dealing with. It could be coming from the outside in terms of other people's projections. Anything that is a target that is directed at you in your world, in your reality, by the things, energies, people, situations, and circumstances that you see, and those that you don't see can be considered targets or some sort of magic. It's a thought form that is sent your way. For some people, it's deliberate. For others, it can be a thought form. You're walking down the street, somebody feels your light, they feel your energy, and for some reason, they don't like you. Okay, and some of that energy somehow is coming into your field, or is coming into your aura, because thoughts move faster than the speed of sound. Okay, so this is saying, as you move towards that abundance, as you move towards your prosperity, as you move towards your spiritual inheritance, as you move towards dream and wish fulfillment, be mindful of people and energies that want what you have and that want what you are. And as a result, accept that those things are out there, but do not let those things deter you, and do not be a part of, look at this, the card right under this reversed, y'all, is Mystic Healer. And this card, I feel for some of you, are literally mystic healers, and you have not stepped into that yet. It has been obscured from you, or you have not fully accepted that healing energy flows from you. It's flowing towards you so that it can flow from you. That's a side message. I'm not going to make that a main focus. But this is telling you to hold the course. Now, when you are a spiritual initiate and you're moving through this realm and you're executing on these directives that are being channeled to you, you have to understand that to hold the course means to stand in your energy and to hold the vibration. When you are trying to move forward on a path, that level of inertia, so to speak, to hold that course can be difficult, because many distractions are coming in. Many things are being put along your path to cause you to look in this direction, to bring about some internal misalignment, to cause you to forget, to cause you to put your sword down, or to cause you some level of amnesia so that you don't even remember each and every day that you got to put on that artillery, and you got to arm yourself, and you got to get physically focused and take control of your mind so that you can move forward on that path. This is why this is so important. Okay, I'm seeing this, and I'm called to say, don't let your battery die. Every day you wake up is another day to realign. Realign means to take stock, of whatever it is that you need to do when you wake up to raise your vibration. And soon after doing whatever it is that you do in terms of your spiritual practice, or even before, remember who you are. Recognize that you need your sword at all times. Remember that to engage the spiritual initiation, you ain't gonna feel the same way every day. That's why you got to get up and put your get your artillery, get your knapsack. Make sure you have all your weaponry. Make sure you have your shields, because you will encounter things throughout the day that are designed to pull you off the path. It could be the people on your job who want to bring in mayhem. It could be an individual in your workspace who is trying to make your life difficult. It could be that inner part of you that is your lower self, the part of you that you've recognized and are leaving behind and have left behind, that rears its ugly head again to bring you back, that lower ego aspect, to bring you back into your old reality so that you can sabotage yourself. It can literally be people throwing darts along your path. It could be a partner that you are associated with who smiles, but behind that smile is something that is deceptive, that is not aligned with you getting to the top of the mountain. So don't allow your battery to die, which means you must recharge each and every day. It means that you must understand that you're in some level of spiritual combat. You're not allowing that to become your reality on a daily basis. Knight of Swords. Didn't I say spiritual combat? It just flipped over in the deck. This is and can be seen as some aspect of warfare, spiritual combat. You needing to have on your spiritual artillery, or the armor of the divine. This can be seen as you needing to prepare in a very, how do I want to say this? In a very targeted fashion to identify what it is that needs to be the holy uprising in your life. This can, for some of you, speak to something coming your direction. Now, isn't it convenient that you have the strength card on the bottom? You have to be strong. You have to be focused. You have to keep your eye on the prize. If there are goals that you have, know that this energy down here is working all the time to keep you confused, to place you in illusions, to cast energies around what is your sacred path. You must be strong. You must stand tall in this energy, and you must have that lioness or lion energy within you. You must be courageous. You must be confident. You must continue to move forward. You must keep your eye on the prize and move forward passionately in a revolutionary type energy. This is the kind of focus that is needed right now for whoever this message is for. This is not a passive, benign focus when it's time for you to wake up every day and recognize what it is you need to do. This doesn't mean you don't take time out for your spiritual practice. You don't do the things that make you center. But this is sort of a psychological way to address what is going on. A laser thin focus, a single-minded focus, not being in your double mind, not allowing things to cause you to forget what it is you're supposed to be doing or to forget what it is you already know. You've already passed the battle, many of you, of understanding that you came here to do something great. Don't keep going back in your mind and questioning that. When you go back in your mind and question that energy that we're talking about, energy be gone. The spell energy, that counter force, that opposition wins because it puts you back in that dual mind, that duality. This is saying stay focused and keep charging forward. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't even see this as I was talking. You got that star energy, baby. You got that anointing. You got that energy that heals. You are that bright supernova up there in the sky that when people look up, that's all they see, which means you stand out from the pack, which means you have what people want. Why do you think the star is out there? It's surrounded by all the darkness. That's why it can be seen. That's the contrast. But also because it's surrounded by all the darkness is constantly attempting to move in to feed off of this light. Okay, I'm going to end the message there because I feel it's complete. You need to be strong. You need to be ferocious. You need to fight for what you believe in. You need to fully engage all of your spiritual artillery, your psychological weaponry, your emotional equanimity, everything that you need. If you're engaging something that is huge because your blessing is huge and you're being told to keep your eye on the prize and to focus and do not take your eyes off the things that are important. So that means you got to go in. You got to go in hard. You got to go in with everything that you have. If you're someone that communicates, you got to open your mouth. You may need to be assertive. You may need to be forceful. Stand in your power here. You have everything that it takes to execute on these instructions. You have everything that it takes to do your divine work, except that you are a light bearer. You are an emissary of light. You are here to not only bring healing to yourself, but to bring healing to the world, to bring healing and to leave an imprint in the galactic space. This is very serious for whoever this message is. You are unstoppable and unfuckwithable, though, only when you stay focused, you keep your eye on the prize, and you understand what it is that you're dealing with. You got to leave all this stuff behind down here at this level. Okay, you're in a place of transcending, also being able to see surround sound or 360 degree, everything that you're dealing with that's trying to keep you off your path. Okay. Step into your spiritual inheritance. You are powerful as I love you. You're with the reality alchemist, here to help you to up level in your mindset, to transmute your reality, to clear anything that may be in your path so that you can align with your soul mission and experience the abundance that is you and the abundance that is the divine and the abundance that is divine.